Hey, what's up, guys? So let's solve this 2140 solve question with Brainpower. This problem has a strong DP flavor and it's not difficult. So you are given zero index question and a point and power, and the rate describe a question and exam, and you have process the question in order and make a decision whether to solve or skip each question. And once suppose you solve I, then you get point I, but you are unable to solve each next Brainpower. So for example, if you solve the first one, you get 3, but there are 2, right? So that means these 2 you cannot solve. You need to directly solve this. Okay, so this problem has a strong DP flavor, right? Because at each point I, you can try to whether solve I or not solve I. If you do not solve I, then you can solve the rest. If you solve I, then you cannot solve you need to go to the right. So you can solve the question from the final to the first one. Okay, and you need to return the maximum. Okay, so so this one you define DP to be 0 length question. So the DPI. So let me just write down. So the DPI will be the maximum score. Maximum score that you can get from I to the final. Okay, so DP minus 1 is the final, right? So DP minus 1, DP minus 1 is if you only solve the final one, that definitely the answer will be this, right? So DP minus 1, 0. Okay, then you go back and then start solve this. So for this one, you can try to solve or not solve. Okay, so you get 2 choices. So if I plus question I, the Brainpower plus 1 is larger than the length, that means that you can, if you try to solve this, then the rest you cannot solve anything. So your DPI will be max question I 0 or DPI plus 1. So DPI plus 1 means you do not solve I. This means you solve I. But once you solve I, you cannot solve the rest. Okay. Otherwise, that means you can solve some problem, right? So else that the DPI will be DPI plus 1. This is you do not solve I. Once you solve I, you get the I 0, and then you can solve the DPI plus question I 1 plus 1. Okay, and return DP 0. Okay, so this is the answer. So let me just run again. This problem is very simple. I mean, once you understand the question, then you can think a little bit and then try to find out answer. Okay, see you guys next videos.